Hello, everyone. My name is Tammy, and I'll be guiding you through the next 60 minutes of our Yin Yoga class. Our class is for deep relaxation, full body stretch. Let's begin our class in easy pose. So on the mat, we sit with our legs crossed, one in front of the other. Turn your palms up towards the sky. Close your eyes. I want you to think about opening through our body. Opening through our body using our breath. The Ujjayi breath, breathing in through the nose and out through the nose, the exhale breath being longer. You may have your index finger or your middle finger touching your thumb. Again, close your eyes. An easy pose. Notice if you are sitting up really tall or if you were able to sink down. With our breath, we inhale in through the nose, opening up. Exhale, let your body sink. Use your breath to help you guide your practice. Let your shoulders relax. You may have a little tip of the chin. When we think of deep relaxation, you're able to find that comfort, ease, calm. To let our body soften, to let our mind be at ease. We open up our eyes, making our way into a twist. I'll just turn to the front of my mat. We inhale, draw up, and exhale. We twist over to the left side. We hold our twist, again, closing your eyes. You may have a tip of the chin. We stretch through our spine. Continuing to open up through our body. Letting our pelvis soften into the ground. How is your back? How is this twist on your back? Do you notice any areas of tightness, or are you able to now to start to release with the exhale breath to start to let go? With the exhale breath, making our way back towards the center, nice and slow. We're able to twist to the other side, just a little twist here. We hold for a moment and then come back to the center. We'll cross our legs the other way. So if your right leg was in front at first, then the left leg goes in front or vice versa. Into the other side, we sit up tall with the inhale breath, the exhale breath, turning our body, rotating through our spine, lumbar, thoracic, cervical towards the right side. Close your eyes. You may have a tip of the chin. And breathe into any areas of tightness. Notice if twisting to the other side is different than the other side. So is this side tighter, or are they both the same? The other side tighter? Are you able to let your body soften with the exhale breath? Breathing into all those areas of tightness, opening up with the inhale breath into our chest, into our back. And exhale, letting go. With the exhale breath, coming out of the twist, we twist over to the other side, nice and slow. Hold for a moment. We make our way back towards the center. The next pose is deer pose. Left leg comes in front and then the right leg comes behind. You may have your feet just a little flexed. Pelvic tilt, we push our right hip forward. Sitting up, come back into a twist. So pelvic tilt, you can hold here or add a little twist. You may add the fold over to the side. Let your head hang. Now with all these different parts that we added, stretching into our hip flexors and quad, the twist, we're adding that stretch into the spine. Folding forward, you're adding the stretch into the spine and also you're elongating through the spine. So into the whole spine, running down the sides of your body. Feeling this stretch into the back. Are you able to let go a little bit deeper into the stretch if you have added that fold? Slowly coming out of deer pose. Just taking our time. Little twist to the other side and making our way out. This time the right leg comes in front and the left leg comes behind. We add the pelvic tilt. So this time, pelvic tilt through the left side. You may hold here. You may add a twist or adding the fold forward as the last part. So holding just to the side. With our breath, we exhale and let our body sink into the ground. I'm letting my forehead rest onto my hands. You may want to let your forehead rest onto a cushion, a block. Or just let yourself hang. Coming out of deer pose. You might have not wanted to. That was starting to really feel good. We come out nice and slow and we turn to the other side. A gentle turn. And back to the center. And into butterfly. So this one will be really nice for us too. Here we open up into our hips and into the back again, elongating through our tailbone. All the way to the crown of our head. So I have some cushions here that I'm going to place underneath of my knees. You could do the same so that we have that support. Bottom of the feet touch. You could also sit on a chair and fold forward like that. I love doing that. So if you do sit on a chair, you would sit at the edge of the chair, take your feet wider than the hips and fold forward. It is so lovely to do that. We could do that at work tomorrow. Okay, we inhale, draw up, and exhale, fold forward, let the head hang. You may support your forehead with your hands, with your elbows down. You could use a block, a cushion. Or to let yourself hang. Use your breath to guide you through the release. So inhale with opening up, exhale, release. Here you may notice your hips, your pelvis, your inner thighs, your lower back. How are they feeling? Into the shoulders, let go. With the exhale breath, tell yourself to let go. Breathe into your lower back. Fill it all up. Exhale, let it go. Breathe into your inner thighs. Exhale, let them go. Breathe into your shoulders, your neck. Exhale, let them go. Slowly coming out of butterfly now. Into child's pose. So we'll take our legs forward first. Take our props to the side. And into child's pose. If child's pose does not work for your knees, you can use a chair and then fold forward, or you can come into melting heart. So your choice here, if it's child pose and curling the toes, sit back into the heels, arms may come forward or they're going to come back. You may also take your knees out to the sides of your mat. If it is melting heart, you step forward with the right hand, left hand, and then sit back into the forearms. Your hips are over top of the knees, toes may come down here, and the forehead comes down towards your mat. Let your upper body soften. Softening into the ground. Letting the earth absorb everything that we don't need. Coming out of child's pose or melting heart, making your way up to all fours and hold here in your low walk side to side and wag your tail and sitting onto your bottom. Let's just make our way to Paschimottanasana or caterpillar and legs come out in front. Here, I'd like to place pillows on top, or I have a bolster so that I'm going to place that on top, but pillows, tuck them in, and my other pillow. So you can stack them as high as you want. And we're looking up and then folding forward and letting our cheek rest or letting our forehead rest. Now, if this pose does not work for your hips or your hamstrings, you can sit up on a higher surface. So maybe you want to sit on a pillow. And you can bend through the knees and fold forward like this. How are your hamstrings doing? How is your back doing? Continue to turn to your breath. To help you to open, to help you to release. Coming out of caterpillar, make our way back up. That's upright. We make our way into a counter pose, lying on the front of our body. And make our way first into Savasana. So on the front of our belly, turn your right cheek down towards the ground, arms by the sides, uncurl the toes. This is a really good time to feel your breath, the rise and fall, opening, releasing.
Coming out of Savasana, we make our way into Sphinx. Arms coming forward. Forearms down towards the ground, your elbows underneath the shoulder. Here you might want to let the elbows or your shoulders sink down, but I'd like you to lift up through the upper body. Shoulders drawn down away from the ears. Draw the navel in towards your spine. Pubic bone is down. Tops of the feet down. You may let the chin be drawn towards the chest. We let our head hang. Inhale, breathe, and exhale, release the head down towards the ground. Just find the place where it's comfortable for you. Taking a break when you need to. Sphinx could be uncomfortable at first, but as we continue to practice this pose, we will get stronger. It may not be the most comfortable for you to let your head hang, so you could have it up and hold. Are your shoulders still being drawn away from the ears? So lifting up the ears away from the shoulders. Coming out of Sphinx, back to Shavasana. We let our left cheek rest onto the mat, arms by the side, then we let go. Our body softens into the ground. Coming out of Savasana, we make our way back towards all fours. You may come into child's pose here, uncurling the toes and sitting back. Let the forehead rest for a moment. Coming back up. One more pose and then we'll make our way down towards the ground. Now you can have pillows. I thought maybe a couch pillow would be really good. So the, I should say the couch cushion that you would sit on, that may work here too. Just need something big. So, and also pillows, of course, that you can use a couple. So it's for a version of cattail, also kind of like deer pose too. We have our right leg coming back. So I'm going to tuck in the left side of my hip in towards my bolster. Left leg is in front, right leg is behind. Now just have your legs however you feel that's comfortable too. You can have the foot just over top of the left or the right knee too. And lifting up, laying down, so lie down onto your cushion, your bolster, and the left cheek is resting. And take your legs back, however is comfortable for you. To add a little bit more to this pose, we could twist. So twisting your spine, twist over your body and let the right cheek rest. So that is a deeper stretch. Finding what you like and then settle into the pose. Find stillness. And breathe. Excuse me. Slowly coming out of a reclined position, making our way to the other side. And just turn your body, tucking the right side of the hip now into whatever you're using to lie down on. Left leg comes back. Right foot may be on top, just above the knee. And coming down onto your cushion, we can let the right cheek rest or add a little bit more of a twist, and body comes up and we twist over, letting our left cheek rest. Coming out of a reclined position, slowly making it back up. Turn your body, making our way down towards the ground. Taking your right knee and then left knee in towards the chest. And we hold here for cradle. Our pelvis softens into the ground. So let your knees just come out to the sides. Let yourself breathe. Inhaling, opening. Exhale, letting your pelvis soften. Now letting your upper body soften. Coming out of cradle, taking the right foot down to the ground, left foot down to the ground, taking our feet wider than our hips. Your arms may come by the sides and just palms down towards the ground and windshield viper, knees side to side. Come back to the center, stepping the right foot in, left foot in. Take your right knee, left knee in towards the chest and bring your legs up, wall, point, flex your feet, point, and flex. Bending through both knees, back into cradle, and then right foot, left foot down towards the ground. For our final pose, Savasana. Okay, Savasana, you may have your knees bent. You could have a blanket underneath the knees when you extend your legs out straight. You lie on the side of your body. You can come into seated. Nice and warm. So I have a couple layers on because it's always good to be nice and warm when we do practice our yin poses. The blanket is always good to have. So I have a nice blanket to cover myself up. Finding that stillness. Closing your eyes. The eye sockets be heavy. Facial muscles release, soften. Lips part. We let go of our neck muscles and our shoulders. Let them soften. Feel your chest, your abdomen, your back. Soften. You may squeeze your glutes and then let the pelvis release. Release into the ground. Your arms sink, letting all that go and letting everything go that does not serve you out through the fingers. Our legs soften. And again, letting everything that does not serve you, let it go out through the toes. Feeling a warmth around you. Feeling comfort. Feeling a calm around you. I will call you back when it is time.
Slowly coming back. Notice your breath. Noticing the calm around you. Let that calm fill you from the inside out. Wiggling your toes and wiggling your fingers. Maybe a shift through the body. If you're lying on your back, you bend the right knee and left knee. You can take the right arm overhead. And rolling over to your right side to fetal. Taking a moment. Then making your way up to a comfortable seated pose. Maybe an easy pose. You may be sitting onto your heels. Taking your hands to your heart center. Thank you everyone for joining me and sharing your practice. I encourage you to try a little bit of something tomorrow for yourself. You could be standing or you could be sitting and taking a few minutes for yourself to come back to this feeling. Relaxation and calm. Namaste.